Welcome to episode number 2 of Destination Classic Restoration. Mark Eisinger is my name, and we're in front of 129 West Burke Street in downtown Martinsburg. We're restoring the inside. We've done quite a bit of work on preparing for the electricity and the plumbing. Today we're going to be highlighting a couple of issues that we encountered. One of them was the garage roofs that we found were leaking. And another issue was that we found out that we needed a vent whistle in our tank for oil for the boiler. And then we're going to introduce you to Glenn Leonard, one of our contractors. He's our carpenter. He's going to give us some information about adding a new master bathroom inside the master bedroom. So I hope you enjoy our episode. Thanks for joining us. Outside on the porch, and we're looking at the garages that are out here. As I mentioned in a previous episode, we have 12-car garage with 9 actual bays or doors, and the first 6 of these are single-car garages and the last 3 are double-car garages. And we found out, especially in the 8th garage, that we had a lot of water leakage, and other garages had similar leakage but not as bad. So we're able to go ahead and screw in different parts of the metal roof to be able to secure it. There was actually a piece of the metal missing, and that's been replaced. And then there's been various patchwork completed, and then finally the whole thing was painted with roof paint, and we believe that we've captured all of the leaks, and we're waiting for another rain that will be coming up this week and seeing if we've captured all of those leaks and do any fine-tuning that we need to make on these garages. We'll be doing other work in the garages to make them so that they will be individually secure, and we'll show you some of that progress in future episodes.
Basically what we've done, we've reframed the bathroom that we're adding in here. We're going to add a pocket door, so this is the opening to make the pocket door work. Even though the doorway is only half of what you see here, it'll be framed in with drywall. As we move into the bathroom here, we made the walls to accommodate all the plumbing and all the electrical that will be inside, that way nothing's exposed. As you look down into the bathroom, we're dropping the ceiling. We have a shower stall that's going to go there. It's going to be a ceramic tile shower stall, so we drop the ceiling that we have so it can be level. One of the things we see in old houses, nothing is really square, and a lot of times the floors are uneven and the ceilings are not level. So we're trying to make everything square and level as we progress through this. So for the most part, that's where we are. The plumbers will come in soon, and they will start doing the rough end of the plumbing. So we're trying to stay a step ahead of those guys as well. What we have here was a window, but what we're going to make, this is going to be a private bedroom eventually, and we need a door access to it. So we're closing this door in it that leads to it now, so we're just basically removing the window, going to try to repurpose one of the doors that's already existing in the building for this when it's all said and done.
All right, so down here in the basement we had some issues with the tank for the oil for the boiler. It did not have a vent whistle. So when we had a shipment of oil come in from Roach Energy, they said that we had to have this whistle, vent whistle, to be able to know when the fueling process was going on. It would make a whistle, and then when the tank was full, the whistle would stop. So we thought, okay, that's not a big deal. We'll just put a whistle outside on the vent where it comes out. And that wasn't the case. We found out that the vent whistle has to actually be in the top of the tank. Now, as you can see, this tank has been sealed in concrete, about maybe 2 inches of concrete, and then there was a lot of sand and gravel that was on top of this. So we had to dig all of that out and get to the top of the tank. and the different pipes were going into these opposite intakes inside the tank. We actually had to switch them. So we had the vent coming out of this one here, and then the inlet to the boiler was coming on this side. So we actually had to switch them because of the pipe size. And there's a kind of a red circle down there, metal piece that is the actual vent whistle. And we actually were able to test it by putting some fuel in it manually, and then we had the Roach Energy come back and give us another 200 gallons of oil, and it all worked. This is our new line that goes to the boiler, so this is all new as well. This is something that was not in the budget. This was something that we found out that we had to make changes to it, but we needed to have heat. We were actually down in only one day with the boiler down because we had to get this fixed before we could get a shipment of oil. And we're also finding out that oil is very expensive and not an efficient way to be able to heat this old home. So we're going to be looking at some alternatives, and we'll show you some of those alternatives that we decide on future episodes. Thanks for joining us on our second episode. Hope you learned a few things, and we're optimistic that this restoration is going to be a great journey. So we're glad that you're coming along this journey with us. Look forward to seeing you in future episodes. And if you're curious, why not come down to downtown Martinsburg? Take a look at the downtown, Queen Street, King Street, and us on Burke Street, and see all the properties that are available. Whether you want to restore them yourself or purchase one that's already restored, we'd love to have you as one of our neighbors. See you next episode.